Hey you guys, happy holidays right now. If you're watching this video, it is the holiday season. You're probably with your family and we are with ours. Yes. So we shot this video you're going to watch today a couple weeks ago so that you guys would have something to watch from us over the holidays.
Yes, and we're actually introducing one of the other moms that you've seen on our channel page. Her name is BellaMishella.
She's amazing and beautiful.
She has the best hair ever, and her little girl is so cute. So cute.
So we have a lot of fun. We're not at Kayli's house in this one. We're actually sitting at a table. It's very different, but it's a lot of fun. We had a great time, and I hope you guys enjoy it and have a great holiday.
Should be fun. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys when we get back. Happy New Year.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
2012.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Mom's View. Today we have an amazing special guest, Michelle. She has a channel on YouTube called BellaMishella.
I feel like we're attacking you all.
So tell us about yourself. I mean, you have this amazing channel and you're a single mom, which I have a lot of respect for.
High five, Cor.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, I started doing YouTube probably about 2 years ago. And first I was vlogging my daughter's, my pregnancy and some of her just growing up. And then my girlfriend, Andrea, had thought, oh, maybe I should just do a style channel because she was doing beauty. And so it kind of just fit, and I love it. I love uploading videos.
And we love your videos.
Awesome. Yeah, we watched one the other day, the zebra swing suit. And the pool looked was fun. And the
what else?
shopping?
Yeah.
Where you went shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, the
yard sales?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That was so
bargain shopping.
We got some good tips.
And you just moved to LA as well.
Yes. I used to live here for school. I went to fashion school, and then I moved back home to because I was doing, I was having my child alone. So I went to, my family to help me, and then I came back here to kind of work and do this full time.
So how old is your daughter?
She's 1.5. Yeah.
1.5.
Yeah, Olivia, that's her name. You'll see her in a lot of my videos. I don't know if you guys see it, but it's just because she's not taking a nap and she's like, hey, in the camera. So yeah,
how that goes.
Yeah.
So what was that like when you found out, you were going to have a baby and you were going to do it on your own? What was that? How did you?
It felt like I needed to take responsibility, and I was obviously old enough and I could do it, so why not? And I love kids. I have 9 nieces and nephews, so it just kind of fit, and it worked out for me.
Well, here we are. Awesome. So now it all happened, so you could be here at this table and talk about this and being a mom.
I'm so excited.
I wanted to talk about romance and keeping the romance alive if you are in a relationship and if you're single.
Not. We're
I
feel like the table's that's cracked. Taken versus single.
Well, okay, why don't we start with the ones in a relationship? How do you keep?
Well, obviously it's exciting when you're first dating. You're like, oh my gosh, we're so in love. We're gonna go out all the time. We don't have kids, so we can do it. And go out. That's what I meant. Really bad. Anyway, so now we have 4 kids. We've been married for almost 9 years. So it is sometimes difficult to make time to spend together. And so we've just decided, okay, I think for a lot of couples, you just get busy, you're taking care of kids, so you just kind of figure out, okay, well, we know we like each other, so we're just going to take care of all these people and all these things first, and then we'll spend time later. And then you end up getting to a point in life where you're like, oh, we don't even know each other anymore,
Yeah.
So Shay and I, from the beginning have thought we just always need to keep it alive. So date nights, as soon as you put the kids to bed, watch a movie together, or just even a little phone call during the day. He texts me, when he left today, he had a big, I can't remember what it is now. It's it's a photo shoot. Yeah. Thank you. It's a photo shoot. He was packing his bag. I was packing mine. I don't even know what was in his bag. But and he texted me after he left the house. He texted me and he was like, "I love you so much. Have a great day and good luck." And it was just just that little bit was he cares about me and he's thinking about me, even though we can't go on a date all the time. We can't always just sit and stare at each other and talk about what we've been doing.
It'd be awkward. It'd be awkward.
Just a little bit of, I love you.
It's the small things. I feel like it is the small things a lot of times. It's those little details you know, and then remembering things and doing small things that are important.
My ex and I went on one date in 1 year. The first year we had our kid. We have no family here. We're on our own.
Your ex? No, I'm just kidding.
But part of it, you know, you just kind of disconnect. And when you're together all day and you have a kid around you, like the focus was on her. And that energy we used to have, which was 100% like me and you, all of a sudden it's split with this little girl. And you lose yourself. And that's why I feel like you're in relationships, like my advice, and I know that you've been in relationships for a long time with your kids, but you have to go on date nights. Like even if it's once a month, 2 hours, you just have to have that time where you don't talk about the kids and it's about you and reconnecting and, you know, like figuring out where you're at in your relationship. And
Well, I think remembering what made you so excited to be around that person, you know, if you can just leave everything at home, like, and just be the two of you, you get butterflies again, and you're excited to hold hands and walk around, and just any little thing is exciting when you can just leave it all home.
Well, relationships are hard. You like change so much. I was young when I was in my you know, in my marriage, and then it's like you change almost. You like I literally grew up. Like I was so young and I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't really even know who I was. And then it was like we had a child, and I went from being this like young, careless living girl to like I'm a mom now. I need to like change my focus, and I just think you change, and so it's hard. I can't imagine like 9 years. I'd be like, who are you? Like, is your favorite color still blue? Like those awkward things that you have to go through with dating. Like, what's your favorite food still? You know, so.
And that's, if you're gonna have a 60-year marriage or 50-year marriage or whatever it is, I mean, that's the test is like, can you grow together or are you gonna grow apart? You know?
Be on the same team still,
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work. It's hard. Like you said, I mean, I was 15 when I started dating Casey. So I was a little girl.
I just think at my brother
And
at
I
that
just
age, I'm
loved
like,
him so much. I was like,
like my brothers are so dorky at 15. Like, bless your guys' hearts for loving my brother.
we like dorks. We love dorks.
I know, they're like, they've been together for.
that's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a huge, I mean, 15 to now, I mean, so what, do you notice, do you remember a time when it just like, you started growing up or it changed, or like you had to work harder at it? Or?
All the time. I was thinking about that, you know, when, you know, thinking about growing up and changing. And every year I feel like we change all the time. When we hit our 7-year anniversary, someone said, oh, you're hitting the 7-year itch. It's going to be so hard this year. And I thought, you know, it's been good and fun, but it's been hard. I'm like, what do you mean it's going to be a hard year? I think every relationship is good and bad, and you grow and it's hard, but as long as you're doing it together, and I think that we've tried to do everything together and talk about things together and fight about things together. And we, you know, we work it.
Well, there's a misconception that it's just, you're going to find somebody and then it's going to be super easy. It's like, everything's great. Let's not worry about it, but that just doesn't exist.
And you're going to have a kid and it's going to be super easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
How about you? How do you deal with being a single parent and wanting to date? And
I don't really date that much, to be honest.
Setting this up nicely.
I hear you. But I'd have to literally go get a babysitter. Or usually I would drop her off at my mom's house or my sister's house, and I would go do that. And I actually did have a relationship after my daughter was born, but it's over now. But I mean, that's what kind of we had to do. We did the date night and we did all that kind of stuff. But it was nice because he liked when she came along. So it was like really perfect. Yeah.
That's the most awkward thing, like to date when you have a child. It's like being single is hard and awkward enough, and then you bring like, you have to find somebody who's gonna love kids and like is attractive, like, because you know when you're dating somebody you want to come across as attractive, like I work out all the time. Like, you have to like, it's almost like painting this picture for somebody but still being who you are. But now it's like you have to bring your child in this picture and like, is this scenario attractive to you?
And it's like they might like you, but what if they don't like?
Yeah, and so it's like you have to date somebody who wants to potentially be a father. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. It's like bargain shopping almost. But I mean, like,
Or 3 because there's an X.
yeah. Oh.
So no, but really, it's just that I was told that I'm a package deal because it's 3 for 1.
True. Yeah.
And I have a great relationship with my ex. We're still friends, but he's in the picture and he's always going to be in my life. So whoever I'm with is going to have to be confident enough that I make phone calls to another man.
Yeah.
But our purpose is our daughter. You know, we don't talk to just talk. Like we talk. But so package deals.
Good point, Mamma Mia.
how do you feel about dating, being a single parent then? Do you get to date?
Yeah. I dated this guy for a little bit, and You know, I really suck at dating.
It's hard.
It's an art.
Because I still act like I'm married. Like I go out and I feel like I shouldn't be talking to guys because, you know, and when I had a ring, I would talk, but I felt like I had this thing right here, so it's fine. I wasn't flirting, but if they felt like I was, well, no, because I have a ring.
yeah.
Now I'm just like, I suck. I'm like, I'm not joking. I should tell you some stories that I have. I'm like really bad
Pick
at
up
dating.
lines. I'll buy us a book and we'll see.
But I dated this guy for a little bit, and I think it kind of broke the ice for me. Now I feel like I could like go back out there and like meet people. But it's also like you said, it's
Like a
hard,
pool
like,
of piranha. No, I want to stay on the shore.
And then you want to
throw me out.
you want to attract the guys by saying, you know, I'm single and everything, but I feel like within the first 20 minutes, they need to know you have a kid.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go straight to the point. I don't want to
that is
waste
where I'm
money on my
like,
nanny. Like, let's go
I
straight
don't know
to
if
the
I
point.
like always
Exactly.
agree with that because it's like they need to like really know who you are, but do our children really like define like I am a mom and I want like I'm not afraid of showing that, but it's like you still have to have that level of attraction and like get to know me and then like not like a month down the road. Oh, by the way, I do have 10 children. I forgot to tell you that. But like when is it? Like when would you guys think would be the right moment to be like? I don't know. Because there's like you tell them right away or I just don't want. That sounds kind of bad. I don't want Cooper to define me, but then again, I don't want him to not be like included in it, you know? Because like I am me, but Cooper doesn't make me. Don't like.
But you feel like you would rather him get to know you before.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like mixed feelings. It's like I am a mom, but I don't want like that's not just who I am. I'm not just defined by me being a mother. Like I work and I love fitness and fashion and all these other things. So it's like you have to have that level of attraction. That to some guys, if they don't really know you, they've been like that could have thrown me off. I could have not have been attracted.
So you're more like proactively thinking like I want them to know me before.
But what about if you did something where you discuss the fact that you're obviously a mom, and then you don't focus on that every time you go on dates? You bring up some stuff. What did you do today? You have to bring it up.
Yeah.
But also a thing where you don't have to introduce your kid right away. They get to fall in love with you.
Yeah. It's just hard because it's like what guy goes out being like, I can't wait to find a single mom tonight. You know, like
No, but yeah, you do a vision board. I want to be a step parent. You know, it's not an ideal situation for anyone, I think. But like, I'm curious because this is my viewpoint. Do you wait for somebody to fall in love with you first and then introduce to your kid, thinking, of course, they're going to accept your kid because they're in love with you? Or do you, from the beginning, introduce your kid and be like, this is me?
I think for your child's sake, it's better for them to wait.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, that's how I am. I just don't want like Cooper being like, who are
'cause
all
you're
these random?
Well, just get so confused.
Mom, what are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think definitely, but I see where you're coming from. You don't want to throw this guy off. Like,
No.
he loves you, and then you're like, oh, and I have a child.
Yeah.
So you don't want to wait too long.
But then, because I dated somebody for a few months and he's never met my kid and he wanted to, but I didn't feel like I was like really, like I wasn't like really in love, and I felt like, why even go there? But then can I really fall in love with somebody who's never met my child? So it's kind of a weird like catch-22. Do you find yourself?
I haven't like dated that intensely enough.
I mean,
but
with me, I just tell them in the beginning because obviously if that bothers them, it's going to bother them down the line too.
Yeah.
So,
And then they might feel like, why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Exactly, and they might be offended that you didn't tell them, and maybe you're not that close anymore. Like, you know, I would rather just put it on the table and be like, I have a daughter, because
And can
You don't wanna
can
lie.
they fall in love with us if they haven't met our child, because it's the most important part of our life. So it's very I don't know, it's a very touchy.
You're worried you're going to
like,
miss out on somebody good because they're not going to get to know you, but the reality is probably
it's
they're
just
going to
like
have a
hard.
problem.
I guess it's like I want to protect Cooper too.
Right.
Like, why wouldn't you love my son? Why wouldn't you want to date?
Right.
He's like coolest kid ever. Like you should see this kid throw a ball. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like throw a ball. I mean,
it's
he
like
broke.
Jerry Maguire.
He like broke my window. I was trying to get in I locked myself out of my house one day, and I was like bent over with this rock trying to get in. It was like this little glass thing. All of a sudden, this rock comes whizzing by my head, and he's like, "There you go, mom." I was like, where did that come from? He's like, he thought I was trying to break in, and so he picked up a rock and just tossed it through my head. He always has my back. I'm like, thanks, Cooper. Thanks, Cooper.
So you always sort of tell them up front.
I feel like you have to, because if you don't, then they're going to be offended and they're going to be upset about it.
I feel like there's certain like stepping stones in a relationship where it's important for you to be totally honest.
Yeah.
But you don't have to like throw everything at them. You know, like let them know you have a kid and then change the subject to something else, or
This could be a topic of dating in a small city where everybody knows everything about you. Like, I never had to say I am a mom because it's like everybody knew that I was a mom, and they'd see me at the gym, and I was with Cooper, but in LA it's like so many people here, so
Sometimes I'd be out and I feel like people will not come up to me to talk to me, guys, and I feel like I have like mom right here. Like I'm walking
we should
around
make sure
like
single mother. Yes. Seriously, do you love children?
Yeah.
I think it's discouraging sometimes because sometimes I'm like,
a good way also to find out if a guy is into kids, obviously they all say they love kids. You're not gonna meet a guy who's gonna say I don't like kids. But if you're out at a park and you see the way they interact with other kids, if a kid, like a 2-year-old toddler comes up to the guy, he's just gonna like, but if he's like engaging, then it's like, you see if it's sincere and if they're like into kids or not.
But sometimes when they have a child, they can change. I know even just, again, I know I reference my dogs a lot, but I wasn't really into dogs, but then once they're yours, I love dogs. Yeah. Sometimes a child, it'll bring out a whole other side of you. It's like, oh my gosh, that's my child.
But can you love a stepchild as much as you love your own?
But I always say, I love my dogs like they're my children and they're dogs. You know what I mean? So how could you not love a stepchild? If you meet, a child and love them, I mean, you should be able to love them.
and I'm actually like on that standpoint, I'm sure it's intimidating for a guy to come in and be like, I have to win this woman over because I'm probably high maintenance, so a guy would probably look at me like, I'm not going there. Plus winning like a child's heart over, you know what I'm saying? So that's probably like on the flip side, guys, I understand
And I could see how it's harder the older the child is.
Yeah.
Because the kid will tell you
center,
what they think about that person.
Mom, he's not cute.
And it's a responsibility. It's a pressure wanting to make sure that you're not going to come into a child's life and hurt them. For the guy's perspective, I imagine they're like, okay, this is a bigger deal. I'm entering into this.
It's like serious. It's not just like go out and have fun.
Can't we all just have fun? Do we have to get so serious with guys? Oh, it should be fun all the time.
I think it's important to maybe include, once you do get to a level where you introduce your child to that person. Because my dad, when he was dating, after my mom had passed away, he was dating. And I remember, we spent some time with a couple of the different girls that he was involved with. And I remember, with a couple of them, she is not a mom figure. I do not want her to be my mom. She was a nice friend, but it was just no. But then I remember when Peggy came in, there was just a feeling, it felt different. And I think that your child will feel that. And you guys, if you feel how you felt you're like, oh, I'm not sure, I'm not ready to introduce, then you probably weren't. It probably wasn't a good idea. But just listen to your heart and feel this.
I think you would know. I think it's a good feeling.
Do you guys believe in mother's intuition? I didn't believe it until I believed my mother, and then all of a sudden I was like, my mom. No wonder why she knew I was getting in trouble. I have this feeling now. It's
I think intuition, period. Whatever's in your gut is usually right. And we try and talk ourselves out of it because it's inconvenient. But the children are like, no, it's nothing. But
quarreling.
No.
Getting in mental fights. Yes, I can do this. Have this chocolate. Won't affect me.
What do you guys feel like, just as women in general, as moms, when do you feel the most confident?
This is something that I've been having a hard time with because I felt most confident at work. When I was at a salon and doing hair, I had confidence doing that. And, we talked about being a working mom. It was a place where I let loose and had confidence. And moving out here, I'm loving what I'm doing, but it's new. I'm not confident at it yet. So I'm trying to find confidence in something, and it's been hard. So
you can do my hair every day.
Okay.
You're really good at hair.
Style everything.
New trend.
That is a hard question.
And being a mom, so many nights I go to bed thinking, oh, I didn't do enough as a mom, so I want to have confidence being a mom, but that's a hard thing to find too. We're always hard on ourselves as moms, I think. So.
And as women, I think especially guys are like, I'm awesome. I'm so awesome.
I did a great job today.
Do you feel so at night, do you go over the day and think oh, I wish I'd done this or that? Or does that happen?
Absolutely. Did I take enough time? Did they eat right? Did we have fun? Did they laugh? Did they, so many things.
There are so many things. I feel for me, there's so many different levels of confidence. What kind of confidence? Am I confident, in my way I'm parenting? Or am I confident in the way I look? I can be confident in one thing and the other thing, it's oh. And, for instance, I used to teach, aerobics. And I used to be so confident and I loved it. And then when I got out of it, and now I feel that is such a big part of me still, and I love it, and I wish that I had it, but I'm not confident doing it anymore. So
I guess when you do something you know you're good at and you excel at, whether it's parenting, a job, a hobby, that's when I feel the most confident. Ideally, a combination of all in one day.
I mean, that's a great feeling when you do go to bed at night and you're like, that was a great day.
Yeah.
You know, I did do that, and that feels so good. It's just finding that, or you know, having more of those days.
I get confidence out of weird things. Like,
Uh-oh.
like vacuuming my car, like, and having a clean, like, structured life, and like doing things on my chest. I'm like a mental person. Like, if I can see things look good, and I like worked out and I feel good, and Cooper's responding well, I'm like, oh, it was a good day today. But if like everything's a mess, I'm like, my life sucks. My car is a mess, and my clothes are on the floor. Like, I feel, I don't know.
It's that feeling.
Yeah.
It comes down to like,
I think being honest with yourself too. That's a big one. Like, like
That's
for
never fun.
instance, I love chocolate, and lately I'm like, "Ugh, I can't not eat chocolate, and it's so stupid.
What is it with moms and
It's so
chocolate?
stupid. I don't know what it is. Definitely something.
How about you?
I think with me, I feel more confident when I'm at home with my daughter and we're just interacting together, even like doing like style, just things that I know a lot about. I mean, I'm like really confident, but like when I meet new people, it's kind of hard for me to, you know, kind of let loose. But once like I start talking and getting to know everybody, just kind of like how I am right now, it's like I get more confident and stuff. So
I feel like getting confident in like different things. Like, I get confident when I like try something new for the first time. I don't know why, because it's like I'm like a competitive person. You think I'd be like, because when I coach cheer, I know I can do that well, but I'm like, well, how good is the competition, and did I do enough? Like when I try things new, I'm like, I'm gonna be good at this. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna be good at it. I don't know. It's weird. I'm a weird one.
You have to motivate yourself.
I got that gene from my brother, Jack.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's, you know, when you step out of your comfort zone, it's just scary. But that's how you challenge yourself, that's how you grow, and that's how you become, you know, more confident. And already it's been another 25 minutes. I mean, I was like, it keeps flying by. We have these conversations and they fly by. But thank you so much. I
know,
for
yes,
here.
Thank you.
Was it fun? Did you have
Yes.
fun?
Oh my God, yes.
I want to like
Shop play dates, yes. I want to do play dates. I want to do it all. I know that we all live kind of close now. So.
yeah.
Great. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So don't forget, video responses, comments, anything, topics that you think are interesting, we'll talk about here. So.
Keep them coming.
We love
See you later.
Thanks, everybody.